Hey, what is up, guys? It is Matt with Big Bells TV. Dude, it is pouring rain. I was out fishing, and yeah, it started pouring, so I wussed out and sat down in the shelter house for a little while. Check it out. So the reason I'm making this video, I seen some posts online talking about a gentleman who was Texas rigging and was having a real rough time getting hook sets through plastic into the fish. So I'm going to go over a few things about Texas rigging that will increase your hookup rates and increase and decrease your ability to be weedless. The pros and cons to rigging them, the gear you need to use to rig them, and how to physically put the soft plastic onto the hook. I'm not getting into rod and reel, I'm not getting into line, I'm not getting into sinkers or weights, or I don't care. This is about increasing hookup ratio. So we're going to be messing around with one of my favorite creature baits, Havoc Pit Boss. I didn't want to use Bandito Bug for this. They're expensive. So anyways, Havoc Pit Boss, right? First thing we need to talk about, different hooks. Really, there's really three hooks to use. There's EWGs, there's straight shanks, and then there's like your offset worm hooks. I don't really use offset worm hooks too often. I don't have a reason to, really. Unless I got like maybe a swim bait, maybe a paddle tail or something. But we're going to talk strictly about EWG and straight shank. So this is a straight shank. This is a Trocar, I want to say I don't know. Straight shank hook. You can see the bait keeper. It's got the space between the eyelet, perfect for snell knots, which is money, by the way, if you're going to be doing this. EWG hook. That's, of course, an EWG hook, extra wide gap. So let's talk about the ways to rig them real quick. My hat's on backwards. It's super serious time. Okay. That's not true. Extra wide gap. Pros. Really weedless. Yeah, really weedless. You don't have to worry about, if you get hooked on a branch, you can usually pull it and it pop right off. Not a big deal. So definitely more weedless. Decreases your hook set, and I'll show you why. So the way you would rig it, right, you're going to go into the top, like so. And you're only going to go in maybe 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch, something like that. And then take it around, you're going to slide up over the shoulder, up onto the eyelet and the line. It really helps keep the bait above this shoulder. Dude, I don't know if you guys can hear me over the rain. It is pouring rain. Anyway, that's what's going to happen there, and you're going to look where the hook goes. And here's the problem. Here's what people do. People will do like a traditional Texas rig, like a straight shank with the EWG. It doesn't work. The angle of the hook is different. So as you can see, this hook points back towards the eye, and a straight shank hook points away from the eye, or at an angle away from the eye. So you can see how this would lay, right? So you're going to find out where the bottom of the hook would go. You're going to shove this hook all the way through the plastic. The problem is people put it up into the plastic like this. And unless the fish clamps down right there very hard, when you hook set it, it's not going to hook them up. It hooks them up. I do it all the time. What you need to do is you need to push this all the way through that plastic. It needs to come out of that plastic like that. Okay? That's how it needs to come out of the plastic. And you're going to push it up against it, like so. Push it up against it. You're going to push this bait forward. It's stretchy. Push it forward and hook that hook. That's perfect. You're going to hook that hook just right underneath the top. It's called skin hooking. Now, as soon as the fish touches this, it's going to pop. I don't know if you can see it, but this angle right here, the hook is exposed. Boom. And as soon as you pull it, hook set. It gets out of the plastic. So that's how you would rig extra wide gap. Increase your hookups with the extra wide gap. Straight shank hook. Way more better. I don't use it as much, but it's way more better. Your hookup rate for a fish is better. But your hookup rate with rocks and logs, and that's also better. Straight shank hook. See how the point is this way, but the eyelet's over here? See the difference? That points directly to the eyelet. So if you pull that hook stays in line with the eyelet. So if the only thing between the hook and the eyelet is plastic, that's what the hook's pulling into, not the fish. With this one, since it's pointing over this direction and pointing offways, if the fish bites it and you pull it, this hook will pull through the plastic instead of into the plastic, therefore going into the fish. That sounded really stupid. I'm not editing this. I don't care. Increases your hook rate. Okay, here's how you rig it. You don't rig it the same way. It's nowhere near the same way. So you're going to go at a kind of an angle, right? Same amount here, 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch. You're going to go up over this hook keeper or this bait keeper, just like that. Okay, just like that. And if you look, at the angle that this sits, it's not like this, like the other one. It sits almost perpendicular, parallel. So now when you hook this up, instead of coming out, you're just going to shove this into the plastic. You're literally just going to shove this hook straight into the plastic. Just like that. Still weedless. But now if the fish hits it and you pull it, a little bit of pressure, you pull with the hook, and the hook's coming straight through it, straight into the fish. Increase your hook rate, decreases your weedlessness. It's still weedless. But if you feel a bump and you set it or give it a good pop right as it's hitting a log, it will cause this hook to go into that log. I usually throw this on a flipping situation. It's more of a flipping hook. You can use them for Texas rig as well. But I'm usually on like 65-pound braid. Whatever tree I hook, I just pull it in, and it's whatever. And these trocar hooks are the bomb diggity. They do not bend out. They don't bend out. It's kind of a bad thing because your pole is going to break before this hook or that line gives out. Not necessarily a good thing, but I'm cool with that. I'm good with that. That's how you rig it. That's the differences in EWG straight shank hooks. If you guys have any questions, please put something in the comments. I will make sure to address it personally. That's it, man. EWG recap. EWG, way weedless, decreases your hook set or your hook rate, your hook ratio. The straight shank hook increases your hookup ratio, but it hooks everything. So just something to think about. And then straight shank points through the plastic. EWG comes out of the plastic and then skin hooks back in to make it weedless and increase hook rate. So just keep those things in mind. Thank you guys for joining me. Please hit the subscribe button. I'll be coming out with a bunch of other videos and I don't know, just videos, tips, tricks, be fishing. There's gonna be some just shooting and God stuff and things like that, but that's the stuff you can expect. Hit the like button, share it on your social media. I really appreciate it. And also check out my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is Big Bells TV. Thank you so very much. I am out of here. It's starting to die down a little bit. I'm gonna go put my frog togs on and get to fishing. Bye-bye. Hey, huge shout out to Titan Tungsten for sponsoring me and my channel. They have the industry's best tungsten fishing weights, the industry's hardest coating, and the industry's best price. It cannot be beaten. I guarantee you, if I'm fishing and I've got weight on the end of my line, you bet it's a Titan. Big thank you to Hayes Defense for sponsorship. Hayes Defense offers industry-leading firearms instruction right here in my home state of Ohio. When it comes down to my family's lives, I will train with no other. Hayes Defense, training good guys to stop bad guys.